I just keep like adding stuff to the shot. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am, but I'm a little mad at you guys, I'm not gonna lie. Why didn't you tell me this was a band? Or a thing? I had no idea. That's crazy. We're gonna be listening to Derek and the Dominoes today, and the track is called Layla, off of Layla and Love Songs of Other Names? See, I always get it. What is it? Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs. That's what it's called. It was released in 1970 as a double album. It is best known for its title track Layla, which is often regarded as Eric Clapton's greatest musical achievement. What the? I'm in there, bro. Sorry, they like checked the first like 2 minutes for a curse word, so I gotta start bleeping them out if I want to start making any money off these. I'm tired of those yellow symbols. This is a request from our patron Scott. Thank you, Scott, for your support and everything you do, my friend. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, I had no idea this was a thing, so I'm very excited to check this out. Let me move the mic a little bit so I can actually talk into it. There we go. All right. If y'all are not subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon there. Leave a like. There. Wait, what did I just say? Comment, like, and then hit the subscribe button somewhere. I don't know. I'm all confused, but let's do it. Layla by Derek and the Dominoes. 3, 2, 1, go. Jim Gordon wrote this too. Duane Allman's doing slide guitar. Jim Gordon on drums. Bobby Whitlock, probably. Beautiful album cover. Whoa. Is that Duane? This is fucking epic. That was nuts. Holy shit. bass lineup is stacked, bro. Good God. Wow. Sound like a vocoder for a second. Albie Galutin on piano. Oh, that's someone else. Never mind. That's Bobby Whitlock. My apologies. It's gorgeous. I'm listening to that vocoder and it's really low. There's like this haunting melancholy to it, like on the underlying section of it. Infinite sadness. It's got sad all of a sudden. Where have you been hiding these guys? It's like The Firm. Like I saw the lineup for The Firm the other day. I was like, excuse me, and we haven't listened to them yet. That's how I feel about this. Derek and the Dominoes, absolutely fantastic work right there. That I've listened to a lot of Clapton. I don't know, man. I've listened to him in a couple different projects, now including this as well. I don't know if I would consider that his best work, but if it's not, it's damn sure close. I mean, some of those riffs in there are just absolutely just genius. I mean, like I always say, it's one of those riffs that's like, fuck, why didn't I think of that? You know, like, it's so, I don't know. It invokes a lot of feeling. Like the first half is like strong, passionate love, like almost the lust kind of phase. But then the second half of the song feels like true love and the rigors and the pain that you have to go through for love. Because it's very hard to find it, to find the actual thing. But once you do, it's a very special thing that just feels like nothing else. And no matter what happens, you just kind of have to roll with things, and you have to, I don't know, pick up things where other people leave it. If they can't give it their all, then you give your all. And it's a two-way street, and I feel like that's what this song kind of encapsulated for me. Is it encapsulated that really strong, fiery, passionate beginning, and then it simmers down into what actually love is. So the song kind of felt like that riff is just blazing. I mean, Clapton is a fucking genius, and if to pair him with like Duane Allman, like I mean that what? Are you kidding me, bro? So let's go. Albie Galutin. Well, he's not on this guy. Sorry. Duane Allman on guitar and slide guitar. Jim Gordon on drums, percussion, piano, and then he did backwards cymbal tape loops on this track. Was that what I was hearing in the middle section? Maybe that is what it was. I don't know. Carl Radle on bass and percussion, and then Bobby Whitlock vocals, keyboards, the Hammond, and then Eric Clapton on vocals and guitars. This was, since this is a double album, this is track 3 on side 4, so it's the penultimate track right before Thorn Tree in the Garden, which was written by Whitlock, which is the last song on the album. They did a cover of Little Wing on this album too. I have to hear that. They did a couple covers, it looks like. Yeah, it was released in 1970, and what a way to... It almost feels like a goodbye to the 60s in a way, too. Like, there's so many layers to it, and I just heard it for the first time. I kind of feel like it's almost like a send-off to the 60s and a welcome to the 70s and the explosion that's going to happen, Because the 60s really laid... They laid the seed, and then the 70s sowed it, you know what I mean? They grew what the 60s planted, that hippie subculture and the counterculture. They planted it into this... and it became this tree with all these branches that branches out in all these different directions, because all these artists got their start in the 60s, for the most part, and they were all inspired by the same people or similar artists, and they all just kind of branched off in their own thing. Like, I have this rock history, like a family tree history book. I always bring this up. I think it's very, fascinating to see who connects to what, and, it's a very fascinating read. I'll have to check up on these guys. Honestly, Clapton and Duane were my favorite parts here, definitely. Just that slide guitar part there at the kind of quarter way through is really fucking good. But I think for most of this was Clapton just going off, So Clapton gets the Medal of Honor for this song, man, because the vocals and I'm guessing he's the one who was singing. It sounded like him, but I could be wrong because it says Bobby Whitlock does vocals, but Clapton wrote it. So I'm just going to take a shot in the dark and say he was singing too. Jim Gordon, obviously, but I think he did a great job here too, trying to bring all these crazy, not even crazy abstract elements. So there was just a lot of stuff going on, and he kept everything tight. The rhythm was perfect. Everything was great. But that's just Jim Gordon for you, man. He was a great drummer, just great percussionist overall. He's not even just a drummer, he does a lot of extra stuff as well. Carl Radle, obviously, too, just playing off of each other, going back and forth. They did a great job. But yeah, thank you so much to Scott for sending that in. I thought this was a completely different song. I thought this was something I knew, and no, it wasn't at all. Something completely different. I didn't even know Eric Clapton was or anything in it. I just saw Layla by Derek and the Dominoes. And you don't think Eric Clapton and Duane Allman by looking at that title. And just to be honest, you really don't. But then I looked at it and I was like, wait, what? Put that on the list now, So it's honestly been a request. It's been sitting in the inbox for 3 weeks now, probably. So I saw that. I was like, holy shit, I gotta do that now. If you guys have any other tracks you think I'd like by these guys, I don't know how long this lineup lasted or what. I know that Duane played on 10 of the 13 tracks, or it said, I think 10 tracks he played on out of this album. He didn't play on all of them, though. But what a just super group right here. I mean, you have some of the best talent of the 60s right there and 70s all together in one band for a freaking double album. That's crazy. I want to hear more from this, ASAP, because that was just so good. That was right up my alley for this era and what I like. I like those kind of screeching guitars, that just those kind of ambient, almost middle sections that really let the piece breathe and let all the just, I don't know, lets you marinate with what they're trying to get across, you know, because I know that a lot of songs these days, they it's all computer stuff now. It feels like everything is, what's the word, there's no fat anymore. They trimmed all the fat off of things, so now it's just lean, mean machine no matter what. But sometimes fat is a good thing. That's just such a weird metaphor, you know, for songs, because sometimes you need a little warmth for the songs. You need a little bit of just space. It all works. Wow, it all fits. That's great. You know, you just need all of that sometimes to let the piece breathe. And nowadays you really don't have that, or you have way too much. Either you're overweight, either the song is overweight or it's skinny. You know what I mean? I feel like the 60s and the 70s balanced that so well with having time for things to actually develop and for, you know, tension to be built and stuff. Nowadays, there's like, it's either 20 minutes or 2 minutes, you know, like it's the state of music today, you know? Only if only Roger knew, man, when we did the Long Live Rock song yesterday by The Who, and in it he sings "Rock is dead." Rock is dead, my friend. It's been dead since before I was born, to be honest. I know grunge was like the dying last gasp, basically, of all this music and where it started in the 60s and the 50s and stuff. And then you hit the 2000s, and I said this in the comment yesterday, they killed it, put it in the 2000s was the nail in the coffin, but then they're like, you know what, hold on, we can sell this, right? So they put a price tag on the coffin, and they sold the coffin, and that's what we've been getting ever since. And this is somebody who was raised on 2000s and 2010s metalcore, rock, you know, all that stuff, alternative rock, like, you know, Breaking Benjamin, all that stuff. I love that stuff, but it has nothing, absolutely nothing on the 60s and 70s stuff. And I'm not even being hyperbolic. I'm not even being, you guys know I'm completely honest. I'm just utterly blown away half the time. And I don't even say half the shit that I actually feel about things, because I don't want to be too preachy, like, because this stuff is just so much better. It's got so much soul, so much care and effort put into it, you know, like it's a finely tuned instrument. And the stuff nowadays is just some fucking wind-up toy car, you know? It's okay. At least we have this stuff, right? Sorry for the rant. That was great. Clapton is my favorite. Thank you again, Scott. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because I'm angry. And I really just made myself angry with that rant. That's crazy. If y'all know, a Patreon right here. That's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. If you join any of the tiers, you get access to all our blog videos and full album reactions, ranging from the Beatles to King Crimson and everything in between. There's a lot of stuff on there. I just recently posted a Badfinger / Beatles video, both doing Come and Get It, so it was like a duo pick. It might be up on YouTube tomorrow. I don't know. Hopefully it is. Let me think. There's a PayPal and Cash App link as well in the description if you want to send a tip or request in that way as well. And that is it, my friends. Thank you for joining me for another great video, because I don't think we have many bad ones. If we do, it's probably my fault more than the music's fault, you know? So we just don't miss, and you guys literally know. You guys are so well cultured, man. I'm very glad I have you, because if I didn't, I wouldn't know what the fuck was up with this stuff, man. I really wouldn't. So I'm out of here. And if you're still watching, I love you. I thank you. I'll see you next time.